I know you did it, Blizz. I always catch you messing with stuff.
Okay, you two. Someone care to explain?
Someone plotted a course on the Mantis' navcom without running it by anyone. We were about to make the jump when I caught it. Rishi.
I don't think it was, Blizz. In fact, I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone on the ship.
Telling me we were sliced? How were you not on top of that?
Never saw a data routine like it before. It looks like Republic spy stuff, but modified. And that's just part of it. You been up on the blacklist lately? Every listing claims Rishi was the Mark's last known location, including...
A bounty on him, right.
Guess someone wants me to go to Rishi. Well... what kind of guy would I be if I disappointed them?
Wow! The rumors were true! You're here! You're really here!
You know me?
Oh, sure. I've heard you described in great detail. Great detail. You run the Howling Tempest Gang, the most daring, ruthless pirates of the Gordian Reach. Wherever that is.
You're a strange one. Can't say I've ever met an alien quite like you before.
I'm Rishi. You wouldn't have met anyone like us on any other planet. That's what everyone in town says anyway. Seems like everyone in Raiders Cove is going on about you and all your insane adventures. Talk about your tough customers.
You're basic. It's very natural.
My people pick up languages and stuff real easy. Some of us like to be formal. I'm more of a cantina talk type. Speaking of cantinas, you'll want to watch for Goro. He wants to fight you so bad, it's not even funny.
What's a Goro?
Rhodian, with the eyes and ears and the snout. He's a supreme something or other, I forget. Really tough for his size. Goro's at the Blaster's Path, local watering hole, probably washing down some Tonatron jerky with some Antellian fungo lager. I'm not allowed there anymore. Long story. So I hope someone hollows your big fight. Wouldn't want to miss a single bloody shot.
I hear you're looking for me. Or someone who fits my description, at least.
Kafsta undile, Gio hola locuta.
Think you just did that yourself, Goro. Hang on. You're not about to wreck my place again, are you? I'm still filling in blaster holes.
Inigu daiji liska chanagawa. Kusa malachikuta, ikosa mose ala tuta.
Care to explain what this is all about?
Kumpata titok makichisa chubala wawuni. Makipuna mali tuta o mishka.
Last chance to back out before you've made a huge mistake, Goro.
Kuchuso yumata chikotoya.
You know, a few blaster marks is one thing. Gives the place some charm. But this...
All right, you scum. You know who I am. And you know I can probably find a contract out on every last one of you. Just point me to the Joker behind all this Howling Tempest junk, and I won't go claiming any bounties. Fair enough?
Everyone's talking about you. Couldn't tell you how it all got started, but I can tell you who gave Goro the idea to come after you.
Don't do it, Karina. You know what Margok would say about ratting out a resident.
If Margok ever pays the tab all you Nova Blades have run up, then maybe I'll start to care what he thinks. Guy you want is Kai Zyken, leader of the Corellian-run scoundrels. A real gem. Goro said Zyken owes you a pile of credits. He hired Goro to take you out for a fraction of what it would cost to pay you.
Where do I find him?
Beats me. It's not like I hang out with the guy. Ask Zyken's crew. They're all over Raiders Cove. Like stinkflies.
Thanks for the tip. What are you doing later?
Cleaning up this mess, serving drinks, getting 2 seconds sleep, then serving some more. Sweet for asking, though. See ya, Goro. Hope your brother doesn't decide this was my fault.
Well, look at this, scoundrels! A visit from...
I was making a dramatic pause, Tomoda. I know it's the Hurling Tempest. Kai Zyken. I'm sure you've heard my name, most commonly accompanied by a longing sigh from one of my former conquests. Now here's the deal. The Corellian-run scoundrels may owe you a debt, but it's not coming out of my hide. Take it up with accounting.
You will give me every last credit your people owe the Howling Tempest gang. Every last one. Understood?
Well, I do speak basic, so yeah, understood. And, you know, this, it doesn't have to get dialed up right away to violent. Okay, alright, listen, we can't pay. The freedom to operate in Raiders Cove isn't exactly free. After the Nova Blades take their cut, we're tapped. Not before you get an itch. I do have something of value. Something I know you want.
Excuses and sob stories don't change anything. If you don't have the money, you'll have to get creative.
I'm telling you, this is worth more to you than what we owe. I swear.
I record all my holocalls, and that includes the one that warned me you were coming to Rishi. I'll show it to you.
Tomoda, get my data pad.
Oh, that's bad, Tomoda. That's bad.
Oh, right! Yes, thank you, Tomoda! I knew there was a reason I kept you around. Here, you could find and unlock the case with this tracer, and you could even keep the datapad. How's that?
I'll take your datapad, but that doesn't mean I'm done with you.
Gotta hand it to you. The Whirling Tempest crew don't mess around. Right, that's what I said.
Kaizaikun, greetings. I speak to you now to deliver a warning. The Howling Tempest Gang is one of the galaxy's most feared pirate associations. They have just now set their sights on Rishi. As you know, the Corellian run scoundrels owe the Howling Tempest Gang a great many credits. There is no telling what will happen when you are discovered. I suggest you herald the gang's arrival to draw unwanted attention on them. I'm dispatching several droids across Raiders Cove to do the same. Or you could do nothing and suffer the consequences. The choice is yours.
Greetings to you! Would you like to hear a true story about the legendary Howling Tempest Gang? Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't realize it was you! How exciting. Such a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
What exactly is your purpose?
I've been assigned by my master to spread word of your many accomplishments throughout all of Raiders Cove. Why, in the time since your arrival, you have already defeated the illustrious Goro, brought fear to the Corellian-run scoundrels, and carried a Corsairs. Even the Nova Blades have taken notice of you. My master would be most impressed.
Don't suppose there's any chance of your master coming around to chat?
It just so happens that my master would like very much to see you, and has authorized me to direct you to a point of contact. Oh, do be careful in your travels. Legend or no, Goro's brother Grum is severely displeased as to Goro's fate.
Abdulskela, biorore. Tuk now, Grimslim monita, rikoka shuroreg.
If you and that Rhodian are related, I'd hate to see what you came from.
Harun Shindai, kelmitu sin norangatuk. Ailing, onoredonatsa, tingno bumfrai, ramirukshak. Tuk now, Grimslim monita, rikoka shuroreg. Grim, Javitsa! Gola, Timan stable brar. Umsona no murdakin pavuri freya. Wane likro, klorubarg.
Frankly, I got better things to waste my ammo on. Show's over, folks. Lana Beniko?
The hunter arrives, just as I'd hoped you would. I trust Rishi has been to your liking.
Now that I know you're here, what's not to like?
I see you haven't changed. Good.
Not interrupting anything, am I? Just kidding, I don't really care.
Hello, Theron.
Is that a good hello or a bad one? Outside of Lana, I can never tell with you Imperial types.
The Empire's a lucrative client, but they don't own me.
Okay, if you say so.
If we're to succeed here, we'll need to cooperate a great deal. I suggest we don't antagonize one another.
Yeah, okay. Well, in the spirit of cooperation, I'll get things rolling. The Revanites are here, on Rishi. That's why we led you here under false pretenses. They can't know we're onto them. We need you to go out there and make life hard for the Revanites' allies, the Nova Blades.
I know the Nova Blades are running things in Raiders Cove, but how are they helping the Revanites?
From what we've been able to gather, the Revanites' agents in the Empire and Republic have been feeding the Nova Blades intel on ship activity. The Blades then use that intel to ambush military patrols and key shipping lanes on both sides. They're essentially remapping hyperroutes.
What good does that do them?
That's what we'd like to find out.
Hate to admit it, but I haven't been able to remotely slice the Blades' computers. I have to have their security shut down.
The trouble is, we can't have any suspicion raised that our attack is related to the Revanites' activities.
I'll light into the Blades like some big-time greedy pirate, and no one's the wiser.
Yeah, you've got it exactly. Bust up their operations, get their attention, make yourself look legitimate, and then go for the throat.
We have a trusted source who's determined that the Nova Blades base, a wrecked ship called the Aggressor, contains their entire security apparatus. That's our final target.
It would be nice to know a little more about what I'm getting myself into.
The Nova Blades built Raiders Cove so they get a piece of every kind of action going on here. They're well-funded, well-staffed, and protective as all get out of the empire they've built here. Empire with a small e, of course.
Yes, of course.
We'll place you in range of the first Nova Blade target. That's where our source is waiting.
It really is good to see you again.
Been hiding out a long time. It's nice to see someone who isn't a complete stranger. Good luck out there.
Yes. May the Force serve you well.
It's you! It's really you! I can hardly believe my optical circuits.
Jakaro, I don't think I can take any more flapping out of that synthesized yap.
All bluster aside, this planet's inhabitants are not to be trifled with. The Nova Blades in particular are a powerful and organized group. That is why we intend to depower and disorganize them by firing from Jakaro's ship on the targets of your choosing.
They see me causing trouble, and word gets out that the Howling Tempest gang is coming for the Nova Blades.
Precisely! It's nice to not have to explain everything for a change. I'd wish you good luck if I thought you'd need it. We'll keep in touch!
It's like a war zone, Commodore. We're gonna lose everything if we don't airlift what's left to the slave camp.
We're not backing down just because some upstart crew thinks they got what it takes to break us. Buckle down, be a Nova Blade, and kill whoever's messing with us.
But Commodore Margok...
Go tell your Commodore and anyone else who listen that the Howling Tempest gang is taking over the Raiders Cove.
Heard stories about you. Dropped Goro. Put a fright into that weasel Zykin. I took down a dozen contenders to get this post. I ain't even a little bit scared of you.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
The job's done.
Excellent news, but it's only our first step.
One of the Nova Blades mentioned a slave camp somewhere remote. We should strike there next.
Good call, actually. I ran across some chatter about that place. Basically, anyone in Raiders Cove who doesn't give the Nova Blades a slice of their action or whatever gets locked away. Some get put into hazardous labor, like mining, but most are sold as slaves to visitors from off-world. It's a lucrative business for the Blades.
Not anymore.
You got that right. You'll have to slip in with one of the Nova Blade's cargo shipments. I'm sure the island's heavily guarded, so try not to get killed.
I believe Theron means to say he's concerned for your safety, as am I. May the Force serve you well.
Jakaro, I have a pickup for you.
C2D4 here. We have your coordinates and are on our way.
Been mining exonium for the Blades every day for 2 years. All to pay off a lousy $3 grand I owed. And I ain't the only one.
Your debt's the least of the Nova Blade's worries right now.
I believe it. Even in this place, we hear stuff. About your gang, the way you've been making life ugly for the Blades. We want to be a part of that.
You want to work for me?
Hey, we're good at a whole lot of stuff. Tell you what, get in touch with a pal of mine in Raiders Cove, Harlow Ricks. Check in with Ricks from time to time, tell him what you want us to do, and we'll do it. Simple as that. You get nice and close to Margok. You give him one for me, alright?
I'd say the Nova Blades are properly distracted, wouldn't you?
That would be an understatement. Theron's been monitoring communications. You've caused quite a stir.
Want some gratification? Here, check this out. Just recorded.
They're blasting up my supplies, my foot soldiers, taking my workers. What are you people prepared to do about it?
This appears to be your problem, not ours.
How would you like it if I made it your personal problem? Give me Revan! I want to talk to Revan!
No, I don't think so.
You don't put Revan on. The Nova Blades stop rerouting galactic traffic. That ain't negotiable.
Revan.
Commodore Margok, are you threatening to alter the terms of our deal? I paid you to do a job and you've done it well. But that's over now. I no longer have any use for your Nova Blades.
Hey, I know Torch and her Mandalorian clan up and left us, but the Blades still got a lot to offer.
Not if you don't have your own house in order. Put an end to the upstart causing you trouble, and I'll consider resuming our alliance.
You really did it. You got them running scared.
Margok said something about Mandalorians. Sure hope I'm not gonna have to face my own.
We don't know much about that yet. Let's take things one step at a time.
The Nova Blades still have an impressive roster of hardened criminals at their disposal, and the aggressor is still heavily fortified.
The aggressor's their headquarters. You've seen it. A crashed ship Margok turned into a fortress. Can't get in without the proper security codes.
That won't be a problem for me.
We'll get Jacaro to lend a hand all the same.
If nothing else, the activity will keep him from picking apart D4 any further.
Theron?
Finally in. Nice work. Now to see where Margok's hiding all his secrets.
You dirty, no-good pirate scum.
Funny. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, go ahead and laugh it up. Won't be laughing long. My forebears founded Raiders Cove. This is my island, and I'm not giving it up. So come on in. Do your worst. In the end, you ain't coming out alive.
They've got live slicers and they're managing network security on the fly. I can't do anything until they're offline.
I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will.
This is my ship. Think you could just walk on in and be left alive?
Theron, are you getting this?
Loud and clear. I'm in. Full access.
This is the sort of momentum we could never create on our own. We need to maintain that momentum. Surely if the Revanites are done with the Nova Blades, as Revan indicated, they're on to the next stage of their plan.
There better be something in the Nova Blades files that sheds some light on what Revan's doing with those hyperspace routes.
Yeah, tell me about it. Starting to feel like flying blind is the new normal.
While Theron's pulling down data, I suggest you start to make your way back to Raiders Cove. Hopefully you'll have found something of use by then.
What have we learned from the aggressor?
Very little, I'm afraid. It would appear someone took it upon themselves to corrupt much of the data as a last resort.
It's a real mess, getting fragments but nothing incredibly coherent. The one thing that does keep turning up is the Mandalorian Margok brought up earlier, the one they call Torch.
What about her?
Well, it looks like Torch and Margok were thick as thieves for a while, then something happened. Had to do with the Revanites. Don't really know the details, but it looks like Torch moved her whole clan to another island here on Rishi. I've got the coordinates.
Jacaro, ready your ship. I'll go see what this Torch has to say for herself.
I'm sending Jacaro out on a scouting run. I've made local arrangements for your transportation should he not return in time.
Wow. You've been busier than I thought.
Get whatever information you can from the Mandalorians. With any luck, they'll lead us to the Revanites.
Hello? Hello? Are you the Grand Champion?
Who is this?
I'm Thera Markin, Krista's daughter. She was your handler, right? On the Great Hunt? I heard you were on Rishi. I want to meet with you. Krista's dead.
Name a time and place. I'll be there.
I've got a room at the cantina. I'll be drinking. Bring your slicer if you want to check my story. Just come soon as you can.
Thanks for doing this. Krista was crazy, but I kinda liked her. If something's happened.
Thera Markin?
Stars, you're like a walking... Does anything you're wearing not kill people?
You said Krista was dead.
My mom. Yeah. She talked about both of you. She hunted for years, wanted me to take up the business, but coaching you was her biggest win. She got a rep for it. You made her respect it again. She liked that.
We weren't friends, but Krista gave me a fair shot. Tell me what happened to her.
I run a small shipping concern. Direct-to-customer regulated goods.
Smuggling.
Right. Krista got killed protecting my business from the Canawan Syndicate. Thugs dealing in weapons and spice. Canawans have been after me for months. They want my routes, my customers. Krista's rep, your rep, Made them keep their distance.
What sort of chatter is there about this syndicate?
I know it's pretty small. Just a few dozen men, but with serious credentials. They skinned an exchange boss who wouldn't join.
A few weeks back, they started harassing me again. Krista showed up. I might have mentioned your name, too. The Canowins said they wouldn't fall for it this time. They said Mom was washed up. They said you're Imperial now, you don't do underworld jobs.
They didn't say that. That's not okay.
Everyone says it. That you escaped the life to become, I don't know, Dark Council enforcers. They killed Mom, but I still have money. I'm putting a bounty on the Canowins. I want their bosses in a bloody heap.
If you're telling the truth, then I have a message to send. I'll take the job.
I wouldn't lie. You terrify me. Finding the Canowins won't be hard. Start at the bottom, work your way to the leaders. Avax, Crone, and Dastid. Avax used to be an assassin for the Shevin conglomerate. Brutal, kind of a sadist. Crone's her brother, former slaver, loves his guns.
And Dastid?
Worked for the cartel until McKeb happened. Hit a colony ship once, spaced 500 people on board. Watch out for him.
I'll hit those three after the rank and file. Where do I look?
I've got a list of their hangouts. I'll stay in touch over comm if you want. I want you to know, I appreciate this. Krista would too.